This is James Page at the FTTH Council meeting in Madrid, and I'm with David Elfassy, Vice President of Altitude. David, thank you for coming and talking to us. One of the key things being talked about at the conference is how we stay on track with the goal of delivering full fibre to everyone everywhere. How do we stay on track?
I will talk only of France. I come from France, so in France we have a specific French model because the government launched in 2010 a national plan, and the government decided to define 3 different areas. The first one is the very dense areas. It represents 7 million homes passed. You can have overbuild, and in reality you have 4 fiber for each home. The second one is the medium dense area. It represents 16 million homes passed. In this part, it's only private invest, essentially by Orange and SFR. But it's also like a monopoly. Only one construction, no overbuild possible. And the third part is we call it PIN area. It's less dense area. PIN, it means a public initiative network. It represents 18 million homes passed. And our activity is specifically in the less dense area. And we have in France to develop 5 million homes passed. And due to this model, and also all the rules are fixed by the regulator, the RCEP. And at the end of 2025, probably most of the part of France will be covered by FTTH, more than 90 to 95%.
Okay, that's really interesting to hear how that's structured. So what are some of the things that you're specifically looking at Altitude, and how are you helping?
Okay, so we are a neutral telecom operator in France with two activities. The first one name is Altitude Infra, focus on B2C market. So we deployed FTTH for 5 million homes passed. We have only almost 5 customers: Orange, Free, SFR, and Bouygues Telecom. And by the way, we have another company. The name is Covage, and this company is focused on the B2B market. So it's also a wholesaler with optical fiber on the B2B market. And both of that, we are in France, the third infrastructure operator in France, just behind Orange and SFR.
Okay, great. So we've heard that there's lots of different dates for different countries' ambitions for copper switch-off across Europe. I understand in France it's 2030, which sounds a long way off, but really probably isn't. From both sides of the businesses, what are some of the key challenges you think are going to be needed to help you get there?
We began. Orange announced the end of the copper for 2030. We do a lot of POC in France. The last one was in the east of France, and we totally stopped the copper. We decommissioning the copper, and it goes well. At the end of 2026, Orange will stop the commercialization of the copper forever. And the decommissioning will go from 2027 to 2030. So the challenge in the next year is to be ready for the decommissioning of the copper, because Orange won't continue with the copper because the cost is too expensive with no revenue, because DSL goes down day by day.
Okay. Is there any particular differences between the two sides of the business? Will you either find it more difficult to help that transformation?
No, naturally. Naturally. And we have also another big challenge in France, because we develop the optical fiber everywhere in the territories. And we work a lot with the local authorities, to develop IoT, to develop a lot of capture everywhere in the country, to collect a maximum of data. And with all this data, we hope that we'll be more intelligent in the future due to the energy, to the transport, to the carbon in general.
Yes, absolutely, because I think sustainability is also a key issue that's been discussed, and part of that switch to FTTH will hopefully result in lots of carbon savings.
I didn't really understand your question.
It's just sustainability is really important, and switching from copper to FTTH is helpful for environmental reasons.
It's important for one thing, our investment. So the take-up goes well in France because we know the date of the end of the copper. Without these dates, you can see in Italy, for example, or other, the take-up is lower. In France, the take-up is more than 50% of penetration in France at time, and it goes well. We have more than 8 to 10% each year more. So it's really important to define a new infrastructure in the future. So for each customer, if you can only choose optical fiber, that's the best way. And it's real that optical fiber is the best technical way to have the best bandwidth and the more users on the internet.
Fantastic. So good luck with all the role of Altitude in being able to bring that change about. And thank you for coming and talking to us for a few moments.
Thank you very much, and have a good FTTH Council too. Bye.